don't know where it's recording, but it's recording somewhere.
Right on.
Hell yeah.
I think we're just recording to the computer.
I'll upload it later.
Bitchin' bastard, son of a bitchin' bastard. Son of a bitchin' bastard.
I like how you clean it.
Son of a bitchin' bastard.
Oh. It tastes good. I don't know.
Thanks for talking over the intro.
Was that the intro? I'm going to try this too.
What are we doing?
I'm going to go on Facebook and record locally. Ooh.
Oh, you're going to get
So
it
you
all
guys talk
started.
for a second.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah,
to the
tell 'em who we
BB
are.
Podcast. Welcome
There you go.
to the people that are here and
TV's
not
gonna
there
shut
anymore. What day is today? It's
The 9th.
the 9th of
It's,
October.
what were we saying the date is?
The 9th. Columbus
yeah, no.
Day.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
Columbo Day.
Or Leif Erikson
No,
Day.
man, it's
That's it.
Was that Leif Erikson? Is that the right name?
Indigenous Peoples Day, man.
No, it's Leif Erikson, dude.
Leif
Fuck
Erikson?
your indigenous people.
Who's Leif Erikson?
Yeah, I
He's the
think he was a
man,
Viking,
bro.
wasn't he?
Oh,
I don't know.
the Vikings
yeah,
are
the
playing
Vikings came.
Yeah, dude, they came first, man.
tonight. Okay.
They did,
That's
bro.
I don't know. Actually, honestly, I just heard it on the radio on the way here
Oh,
that it was called Leif Erikson Day. I was with him. So.
okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know who this Leif Erikson character is.
How do you not?
I don't know. I heard about him. I'm sure. Whatever.
He's the son of Eric.
Son of Eric. What did he do? What did Leif Erikson do that I should fucking know
Discovered America,
about? Did he really?
supposedly. I mean, people lived here already.
Oh.
Yeah, we can't. We fuck those people.
Yeah. Yeah, why can't they be the ones who discovered America? Because they were fucking here already.
It's like
Makes
It's
sense.
like someone moving into your house and you're like, I discovered
Hey.
this.
Look at that. I figured we're recording on the computer and onto Facebook.
Oh, we're on Facebook tonight.
Oh, look at that. BB podcast.
We're on Facebook tonight. Facebook tonight. Facebook tonight.
That sound like some echo. Is there a monster?
No,
echo?
it's this fucking thing.
Oh, that was cool.
Oh.
It's because I'm talking into a goddamn guitar.
You could turn it off. Anyway, so I'm Patrick Boy,
Turn it off.
BB Boy.
How?
Just, I said take it off? Did I say turn it off?
Yeah, you said turn it
Oh,
off.
I hit that by accident. Jeez, technical difficulties. Dear Lord. That's, hold on, look over here.
Hey,
Hey, there's
hey,
Mark.
Hey. Hi.
If you want to do stuff, you go down to the Brothers Brer
I'm talking into
Gmail.
it.
Do we got any Oh, I didn't know you were going to wear a yellow shirt. Look at the writing.
Oh, damn.
We'll put it up here.
Didn't really
Hold
work
on.
either.
Move it over. Make it
Hold on.
smaller. or
I
something.
am. You ruined it.
Jeez, so
This-
many difficulties today.
No,
Man,
you guys keep talking.
I'm gone for like 2
You guys
months.
keep
and
Put
then-
it
talking.
in the black.
Look
And
what
everything
happened
worked perfectly until
And
you
I'm-
showed up.
And then I'm trying to
There's Matt
I'm
or
trying to-
Leon or
I'm-
whoever.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to show Adam these things to be like, hey, I can do this, and then it's a bunch of fucked up ass shit.
Some tomfoolery. Do you know what annoyed me about
That's funny.
stuff lately?
What's that? What?
Is you know how what's his name died? Tom Petty?
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
Which is sad. It's sad. Look at how sad I am. Pretty sad. Look at me. But anyhow, why did he have to die today? It's the same day as the shooting. I couldn't handle anything else.
Oh, yeah. No, it was bad. All
That's
that was
what
bad.
everybody had to write on Facebook, though. Like anybody, knew Tom Petty.
That's what I don't
And
get when celebrities die.
How many other people died that day, other than
Right.
even
Yeah,
other
right.
than Vegas and or
Yeah.
Tom Petty?
Yeah.
So how many people is that?
At least, I think
Like
it was like
26
52
people.
or something for
Oh,
Vegas.
59.
So. But I'm sure there's at least 300 more in the United States alone.
There's probably another Tom Petty that died that day. Just some guy that worked at a factory.
named Tom Petty.
A guy named Tom, at least, died that day.
Yeah, definitely.
It just annoys me
For
when
sure.
people are
I'm sure.
Especially when
like
they're
that.
not,
Like
like-
one more death made that one any worse. Frankly, also
The only way I could see people getting like
No one
super
knew
upset
Tom Petty,
and
but-
justifying it was to be like if he was still relevant. Like, you know,
I guess he was on tour.
like yeah, but I mean, like if like I don't know who's relevant. He's a big band right now.
I am.
All right, let's
Is it
say like
showing
if
up on
Justin
Facebook?
Bieber died,
I don't see it anywhere.
I could see why people would be like super sad about that because he's still got potential to make new shit that's good. Not that
It's
Justin
not on my
Bieber's good,
page.
but
No, I went to your page and it's not on there.
uh-oh.
It's not even
Are we
live.
just recording the dark space?
I guess so.
You can upload it later, though, right?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, that's what we're doing.
I think.
Yeah, that's
That
how.
says so.
That's what I used to
Yeah.
do.
All right.
We could edit it and shit now. Cut
Yeah,
this
we'll
part
see.
out, you know?
Yeah, cut it out.
Whatever.
I've been getting really aggressive towards commercials too, though.
Fuck commercials.
Yeah, like I try to like everything I watch is recorded anyways, but if I happen to be watching it live and a commercial that comes on that I don't like, oh boy, Mark, you better watch out.
Why?
That's when I get angry.
Okay.
Like, have you seen this Dairy Queen? This new Dairy? I think it's new. I don't know.
For the
It could be.
wings or the chicken?
Yeah, it's like an old guy or like a
Pissed me
not
off.
even that old guy. He's like probably like the early 30s, mid 30s. He goes, I used to go to the bar, go for the wings, but I got a dumb fucking kid. But he says I'm doing the dad thing now, and that makes me so mad.
The dad thing now.
I actually made fun of this last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Every time I see it, I get so mad. Like
Me and Brandon were watching something in the living room, and that
that's why I don't know
commercial
why.
came on.
How
Like
I'm
what
so-
what
fuck
exactly
this
does
guy.
that mean? You know what I mean?
It's a
Like
dad
It
What
means
is
that he
the
hates
bro?
his life
What does
now
the dad
because he
thing
can't go to
entail?
the bar, and he has to bring it up at any given time.
Oh. Okay.
That's what I took from it.
So you see this
He
guy.
was a scumbag drunk, is what he was saying, and he was fucking one night stand, and he knocked up this dumb fucking bitch and had this ugly kid that's sitting next to him. And then it goes to the next scene, and the kid's like, "I like the what do they make? That it's so
Blizzard.
Blizzard. I like the Blizzard thing." And then I just want to fucking find both of them because you know what? They make money every goddamn commercial.
Yep.
So that guy is making a good living off that commercial. That makes me so angry.
Yeah.
It's
terrible.
hilarious.
It is terrible. I'm very upset.
Yep.
It's terrible that commercials still exist.
There was another one. I had it
It's
written
gotta
down,
go
but I don't
away.
remember. That just made me think of all the new Papa John's commercials. Watch, because I noticed the details, Mark.
Yeah. Let's see.
I noticed the details.
Let's hear it. Let's get the scoop.
Every single one of them, he either kind of grabs the person next to him or gives him a little punch, and he always does this fake smile at the end of the commercial. But it's always this aggressive, like, "Ah, hey, buddy, we're making pizza together." And then they're all like, "Oh, this is the day of my life. This is the best day of my life." Why does everybody hate him again? Just because he's Republican?
He's a hunter.
He's the hunter? I thought the other one
Or
was the
maybe
hunter.
that's Jimmy John's guy.
Jimmy
No,
John's is the hunter.
He does. Oh, he was the one who said that he would not want to
Oh.
give 50 cents more
Yeah,
for
the
health care or
healthcare,
something
that's
like
what it
that.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, so Jimmy John's is the hunter guy, right?
Because fuck everyone.
I don't even like Jimmy John's sandwiches, but
I like their bread a lot.
that's from the vegetarian point of view.
I'm kind of
They
done.
don't
getting,
have much options for me.
I'm kind of done getting health care for everyone now too. I mean, just fuck
What?
it.
No, just give it to
say that.
everybody. Do the opposite.
Yeah, no, it should be that way, but yeah, fuck it. I don't care anymore.
I don't care about anything anymore either, Mark.
Yeah, I'm pretty
okay,
apathetic.
I'm with
like
you.
I'm
I
ready
really am.
for either the meteor or the Kim Jong Un nukes.
Are you just talking an East Coast accent? I like to read the meteor instead of media, or you want a real meteor?
Meteor.
I like the other one better.
I don't know what I said.
I read the media. No, you said meteor, right? I just heard it as a fucking JFK.
You're crazy, man.
Do you guys ever watch the Colbert Show?
No.
I never
Yeah.
really got into it, but I watched a few of them this week just because I was bored and it came up or whatever. But his little Trump impersonation he always does when he reads his tweets.
Oh
is
yeah, it's
fucking
pretty. It's
great.
like dead on. For, right?
Really?
It's- yeah.
Yeah,
like,
he does. He just always reads his tweets. He does it in his little impersonation. It's spot on.
But like, yeah, the Trump punctuation, he has it like perfect. Like, you
It's
could.
pretty good.
It sounds like
Had
Donald
me-
Trump
had
is
me
reading
dying
these
the other
tweets.
day.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Some of that guy's tweets, though, man, holy shit! Like it's like almost like you're like, all right, did you make
I've
that
really
up for
checked
to make
out.
this show?
Yeah, me too.
I'm not
like-
on Twitter, really.
I hear
so-
about stuff
No, I hear.
after the fact.
Yeah.
But
Some
I
of them
couldn't
are
tell you. But I can.
ridiculous.
You could tell me. I don't know.
I can't even seek it out anymore, just because
Yeah.
it's just the same.
It's
thing
just
It's
like
a
over and
diss-
over.
anybody that like
disappointment.
ever says anything about him on a
Well,
TV
and
show.
then I just
No wonder you have bad ratings.
now I even hate the rage that comes at it. You know what I mean? Because now I'm a fucking now people are trumpeting in my ear about how they fucking hate everything. It's like, okay, I get it, man. I hate it too.
Yeah,
and
we
I-
used to hate
I
it,
just-
man. Like 10 years ago, I would have
can't
fought
get
with
it.
him. Now I could care less.
yeah. That's what happened, dude. At midnight when like Hillary conceded and he was doing his fucking speech, I was
Live,
just like,
I think we were live on this podcast at
I'm
midnight
just-
that night.
I'm just that was a sad night. But when I got home that night after the podcast, and then
We didn't know what was
we didn't
happening.
know exactly, and he conceded, and I was just thinking to myself, I was just like, I'm too old for this shit, dude. I can't
Me
fucking,
too.
I can't go out and do all the stuff that needs to happen, you know,
yeah,
whatever.
that's
you know what
exactly.
I mean?
I
Like,
conceded immediately. I was like, well, this is just how it is now.
I kind of had the opposite effect.
What's going to be happening? Well, you're probably about the age when we did that.
I just kind of
When
was like,
W went in.
well, no, I was like,
How old
well,
are you?
shit, maybe all of our elections aren't rigged. But I'm 27 this month. But
That's probably no W. We were probably a little younger than that for W.
I don't know. Yeah.
But I don't know. Trump being elected made me think like maybe the elections aren't rigged.
I
You
know.
'cause
Well,
they
maybe
wouldn't
they're.
fucking planned
I
that.
thought maybe they're more easily rigged than I previously thought.
Yeah.
I was
Russian
like, I'm going to
shit's
be the
interesting.
president, and they're like, nah, you ain't. And he's like, watch me.
have-
That's pretty much what happened.
Everyone says that. You know that dinner where the president always makes fun of the people
yeah,
and
the
always has
correspondence.
yeah,
The one he didn't show up to.
Yeah, he skipped it this.
Oh yeah, he didn't do it this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the speech
Yeah.
you're talking about.
yeah. So I guess Trump was in the crowd for one of those,
Yeah.
like the last one of Obama's presidency, and Obama like fucking roasted Trump somehow
Yeah.
or something like that, and
I hope
people
so.
say that was the reason that
Well,
he
at the very end,
he
he
started
said, he said
his run for
Obama, like
presidency.
word for word, was like, "I'm something you'll never be," and that's president of the United States.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I think it just pissed him
Damn.
off.
And he's like, all right, cool. He didn't say a
Fuck
word.
you.
He's just like,
I
just went
wonder.
home.
I bet his egotistical ass said something whenever they like went to go do the handshake.
yeah,
or
they
whatever,
were.
went
Well,
public to
did you
switch.
see how upset they were? Sitting
Yeah.
next to each other.
Have you
Oh,
seen
boy.
that video though that happened this week? He's like, where one of the hurricanes happened or something. I think it's Costa Rica, and he's like talking about Melania wanting to. He's like, Melania really wanted to be here, and she's like standing right beside him.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
so
That poor fucking woman. Though.
I'm gonna be the dumb devil's advocate here, but like, do you think he meant like Melania really wanted to be here, but he should have said like, here she is? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean,
You know what I mean? Because
either
that's-
way, he's stupid. But
Because I could see myself doing something like
Yeah.
that, like, oh
He's
my
an
girlfriend
idiot.
really wanted to be here,
Well, that's the thing is where fucking.
and
He's a
here she is.
yeah, I can see that.
No, he did that, but he's not supposed to do that because he's on TV everywhere. Because I would probably do that too. I introduce myself
hardcore. That's why I would
all
never
the
run.
time without saying a word about my wife. I always have to make her do it.
Yeah, I don't know. So
Man, she's
No, because
pretty
that-
hot though.
I'll tell you why I know everything's over with, and that's for sure.
Huh.
Fucking cliff note.
oh shit.
This is an unexpected cliff note.
Oh,
Fucking cliff notes. Same as fucking cliff notes. Same as why can't we get rid of automatic weapons? They scare the shit out of me.
No way, Cliff said that.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit, Cliff. I was like, that's how I know everything's ruined because even Cliff is like, this is we're
they
fucking
scare the
done
shit
for
out
it.
of me.
We're in a simulation theory.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You was-
Duh.
Cliff is scared, so the world is over with. You know, I was thinking about it.
The NRA is gonna cave.
If I might have to. Before, I never thought about my legacy, and I'm pretty. I'm not going to be a millionaire or anything, but I do okay for the rest of my life. I don't make a ton of money. Most people would probably expect me to make more money than I make,
Yeah.
but I'm going to have a consistent paycheck most of my life, probably because of property and stuff.
Sure.
And it makes me want to sell everything and move to another country.
Yeah.
Do it.
Guns scare the shit
Dude.
out of me.
Yeah, but what country?
I'm not worried
But
about
we're
it.
like the only goddamn country ever that has to, like, you're likely gonna get shot someday, and it's
can't-
not
yeah, but they're still really low. Come on.
really.
You
Though?
never known anybody that got shot?
Yeah, several. Unfortunately, at least 5 people. My
Okay.
father's one of his good friends when he was growing up. He lucked out. This was a good shooting.
Oh.
But most people don't know people that got
He was supposed to
shot.
go to
Is it?
Vietnam, And somebody did a drive-by and shot through the house, and it went through his knee. And he got fucking,
Right.
like...
Oh, so he couldn't go to
Yeah,
war.
so he got saved from going to war, so he lucked out. They actually investigated him because he thought he did it on purpose.
Oh, no shit.
And I guess, he went to go feel his knee, and then his finger went all the way through his knee, and like...
Oh, my God.
He's like, oh, God. So, but then anyways, and then there was Noella, this girl I know growing up, my sister's really good friend. Brother got shot in the face by the Chuck E. Cheese right over here.
Shit. I've heard about that.
And then his
I've heard
friend-
about the Chuck E. Cheese massacre.
No, that's a different one.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
Yeah. That's one of the OG Colorado killings.
I was like, wasn't that a long time ago?
Jason Dunlap, that's the name of it. He went down to Chuck E. Cheese and like killed all his coworkers. It was the early '90s, so we were like pioneers, and then we came back 20 years later or whatever,
We're pioneers.
and fucking had
That's the
Columbine, and then fucking some time went by and we got that theater too.
That's crazy.
And each time it ups it too.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Colorado. I think Colorado's like the worst state for this shit, isn't it?
Probably, shit.
Well, and then the other guy that got
Got it,
shot at
man.
the Chuck E. Cheese, the one that I know, the one got shot in the face. He lived, but this is the reason parking lots are more lit in Colorado. The other one crawled, and he was in a shadow and
wow.
died because no one saw him there.
Wow.
Wait,
I don't
the
know if you
victim or
remember
the
that,
shooter?
Adam Mayers or something like that.
Huh.
Do you kind of remember that?
Where? In
At
high school?
Chuck E. Cheese over here.
Oh.
Not Chuck E. Cheese, Little Caesars.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Where that dude from Aurora Central came and shot all the kids from Rangeview?
Yeah,
Yeah. And that one dude
I knew
died?
all those guys. Yeah.
Yeah. He crawled off, and like the cops couldn't even find him. And then his mom went looking, and like she actually found him,
Yeah.
like on the ground and shit. I forgot the dude's name. I have friends that are
I
like
don't know either. It was probably
Alan.
I just named somebody that's still alive, probably.
No, I don't think it was Adam. It was
So that's
I think
three
it was
people.
Alan something, but yeah.
I know more people than that have been shot. Oh, Jason from a local band. He was talking shit to the car next to him, and the guy just like shot through his car. He's like, "Shut the fuck up," and shot him.
Fuck guns.
Yeah, and my dad.
I'm with you on that.
And then my
I'm just
dad
making
was
that
almost
clear.
murdered when we were children
Yeah.
in a holdup.
At the tavern, right?
Yeah. So
Jesus.
fucking yikes. And that's me, and I don't know anybody. So I know at least 5 people affected by guns.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
I'm
my other
totally
friend-
all for guns.
Oh,
Can't
and then
take it.
remember
I don't
our
give a
friend
fuck.
Tyson? The cop
Tyson?
shot him in the fucking front yard or whatever or something
Well,
like that. Is that?
Cops should. I think.
Or maybe
do
I have
think
that
cops
wrong,
should
but-
probably have guns, but
That sounds something right.
But yeah, So I mean, that's gun.
Yeah, what
stuff,
can you
too.
do, right?
right.
But anyways,
But we
But I don't think it's
I was
enough to move
watching
it out
this-
of the country.
well, no, but I was watching this documentary about like most of the world was like,
Yeah.
I don't understand this shit.
Yeah, but think about what else they don't have. All the California weed and shit we have around here.
I could get it. Eh?
No.
I'll go to the Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, their weed ain't that great.
I don't care. I'm a pussy. I'm a lightweight. I'll drink that fuck. Or I'll smoke that puss shit.
I don't know. I don't think I could live in any country. I like
But
American
anyways.
culture too much.
Well, I don't know. Have you ever been out of the country?
Yeah,
Where?
Scotland.
Oh, that's the worst country in the world, though. You couldn't have picked a worse country, except for them desert countries. They're hot there.
Yeah.
I could see stowing away on Jamaica.
The only maybe
I would if
Australia.
it didn't fucking get demolished.
I could see
all the
maybe
time.
Australia, but then they have a lot of shit that could kill you painfully, like weird animals. I'm not into that shit.
Yeah, I don't want to go to Australia.
I don't want to learn another language, so
Okay, maybe I'll
a lot of
move.
that shit's out.
Maybe I'll move to the mountains or something. Get a little land.
Yeah. Maybe Canada. I could do Canada.
But then you know what's
But
gonna
it's
happen?
too cold in Canada.
I'm gonna end up fucking isolated, and then I'm gonna start buying guns.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
How it starts, dude. That's
And
how
then-
it starts.
Next thing you know,
Mandalay Bay.
you better. No, I'm gonna go farther up the strip.
Oh yeah.
The-
Yeah.
No, dude, do you like an EDM concert or something? So they're all tripping, so none of them run.
Oh, and then
They'd
they're
all be
like,
confused,
"Whoa,
like-
man! Holy shit! This is awesome! Look at the lights."
Oh god, that's really fucked up.
Yeah, this shit's all fucked up.
It's not that fucked up if you don't joke about it.
No,
Actually,
right.
no,
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 yeah.
no, no,
The
no.
fun-
no,
here-
I
here's
was-
a
no,
good story
I
about
was
it,
just saying
though.
that you're joking about it.
no,
It's
no,
fucked
no.
up.
He
but-
said it. He said
It
it.
is fun
Oh.
to joke about. But
Here's a funny story. I don't know if I'll see these customers again. But anyways, one of their friends was at the concert.
Oh God.
And somebody, and I didn't realize this, so this is what happened. It was the day.
Oh, fuck.
This is my usual, just my regular day. I get myself into weird shit like this. But anyways, you know, I worked up this whole joke about just, I ain't a fan of the country music either, but come on, or something like that. But anyways, so I've used it on several people, and it landed just as I expected.
Yeah.
And then apparently these two customers, their friend was there, and somebody threw him on the ground and like covered him, and then got shot in the head and died on top of him.
Jeez.
Fuck.
And then I did the country music joke to him, not knowing that had happened.
No.
And they just kind of looked at me as they're walking out the door, and then I didn't. I'm sure I offended them.
How'd you find out that happened?
Somebody else told me, like, did you hear what just happened to them? And I'm all like 3 seconds later, I'm hearing from another customer.
God, they can make a TV show out of it, just you and Chris behind the bar.
I just can't help it. I get everything, and no matter what I goddamn do, it's terrible.
I think my sister's like one of those types that like she always tries to get sympathy out of anything, you know. But she was talking.
Well, I
I was talking to
people
her
like
about
that.
the Vegas shooting or whatever, and she was like, "I was just at a Jason Aldean concert in Kansas City last week."
Yeah.
Well, they
What
weren't
does that-
attacking
It
him.
doesn't matter. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
Yeah. I was there.
She's like, I don't know. I'm just scared now.
I was at Mandalay Bay in June.
3 years ago.
Like, so are a lot of people.
We stayed in that same tower as that guy stayed, and I could see that thing where I stayed, because that's like the suite side. It has all the suites. I like staying there because it's really not much more expensive, and it's purposely away from the floor of the casino, so you can just like not remember you're in Vegas for a little while. So that's nice. Because everywhere else you walk and there's flashing lights
Right.
and
Oh, you're talking about the place across the
Mandalay
street.
Bay.
It's not Mandalay Bay, but
It's called Delano.
Yeah, the Delano, yeah.
And our room faced that thing, and I kept looking at it every morning as I was waking up. Like, and then one night there was like an EDM show, and I was all annoyed.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fucking, ooh!" But it was good. I didn't have
Oh, good
I
thing you
didn't have 1,800 guns or whatever.
Oh,
Luckily,
that's a good thing, man. Because, fuck.
I do have a.
You're all lined
That
up.
shit's crazy. What a fucking asshole.
Yeah, what a dick, dude.
Like,
And no previous, no nothing. Like,
did you see he had fucking.
Just
He
tons
had a
of
hotel
money
above
and-
Lollapalooza.
and my friend was telling me, he's like, that's what's gonna bug people the most is that he had no fucking.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what's gonna
what's
bug-
feeling all the conspiracy theorists right now.
Yeah.
But did you see that though?
Exactly.
He had a hotel booked like above Lollapalooza as well this year, and another one of the. I think it was the EDC.
Yeah, I can't remember what there was a third
Yeah,
one.
there was a Chicago. He was above Lollapalooza.
Who was playing though?
I don't know.
There was a ton of
Yeah,
people.
it wasn't no country music.
Kendrick Lamar and shit.
Well, let me decide who gets shot or not.
Well, I mean, there's definitely country
I need to
people
see
at
the list.
Probably
I need to see the
Lollapalooza
list.
is just like an all-around music. It's like a Bonnaroo type shit. You know, there's people from every genre pretty much.
Yeah.
He would have definitely got more people at Lollapalooza.
I was telling them the second time I went to Vegas with the woman, it was the first time me and her went together. We drove out there, and I think we stayed at the Luxor that year, which is kind of a cool thing. 'Cause have you ever been on their elevators? It's all weird. It like follows the pyramid.
Yeah,
It's
I-
creepy and
I
weird.
went in the Luxor and like checked out the middle part of it and like saw it all. It looked pretty cool.
And it's like a theme place, but it's not shitty like Excalibur
Didn't Bass
theme.
Pro buy the fucking pyramid?
Oh, I don't know. Probably.
What?
Didn't Bass Pro buy the pyramid?
The real one, they're all like Bass Pro in Egypt,
I don't know.
and they
The-
put like
no,
a sporting
the
goods
glass
thing.
pyramid building in Vegas.
Nobody.
The
I know what you're
Bass
talking- yeah.
Bass Pro.
Yeah, I
Who's
thought it
that?
was really weird. It's like a fucking huge fucking redneck store.
It is.
Oh,
You know the one
They have
on
ones here.
270 or whatever.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
okay.
fishing, gun hunting, and stuff. But
Sure.
I don't
But-
know. I just thought it was
yeah.
weird because it didn't it used to be like
I
a
had to-
basketball stadium or something.
I had to go to a fucking Cabela's for Christmas last year, and that was like the scariest.
Hey, I'm from the home. We're Springfield, Missouri, where Bass Pro was
Dude,
invented, bro.
that
Biggest
was the
one.
scariest day
the
of my
same thing.
life, dude.
It's the
Yeah,
same
I
thing.
know, dude. But like,
They own this.
It's so
yeah.
weird,
I
dude.
felt out
It's
of
weird as
place,
fuck.
and like people
There's
knew
nothing
it.
there for us except for they have good snacks. They usually have nice
Yeah,
snacks.
I was
Some good
enjoyed the snacks by
popcorns
the
and-
checkout. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Otherwise, you can like fish in the
I
store.
loaded up on that.
Like
yeah.
literally, you can fish in the store in
It's
Springfield,
awful.
Missouri.
Yeah, this,
Now, get that
It's
fish.
oh
This
my
shit.
god.
And then if you're doing a
They have
bad
a
job,
gun,
you're
they
like,
have an actual gun range in the one in Springfield, Missouri.
Get the fish for me, sir. And they
Yeah.
all walk in there and pull it
in
out.
Springfield, Missouri, they have the biggest
I
Bass
was-
Pro in the world because that's where it started.
I was terrified.
But they have like an actual gun range in there.
what
They have
the
all
fuck?
kinds of shit in there, dude. But me and my
No,
friends
I
just
believe
go
it.
there and take acid and just like walk around the store because it's huge, and like millions of dollars.
And listen to
it's-
gunshots.
No,
It's
that's all
awful.
underground. You can't hear that shit. But
So, anyways, the first time I went to Vegas, we stayed at the Luxor, and I
Yeah.
drove the first probably 5 times I went to Vegas. Now I'm old and I don't want to drive no more.
yeah, it's cheap to fly, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's fun to look at rocks as you
No, it's
drive by at 90, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Me and the woman like tradition, so we would do stupid
Fuck
shit like that.
Hell no.
So
I hate
we
driving anywhere.
we go up there.
Traditional.
Oh, I would load up my because that's when I smoked cigarettes and weed. So to fool them piggies, I would load up half the cigarette weed and half with the end would be the cigarette. So I would just smoke and then the cigarette would light and it would smell like cigarettes. It was stupid. They would have caught me anyways, but in my mind, it made me felt better.
I'm getting
Felt
away
better.
with it.
That's a way.
Felt.
It made me felt better, Mark.
Yep.
Anyway, so there was all this commotion, and we hear all these noises and shit, and it turns out one of the dealers double-crossed the mob, apparently, and they fucking put bomb in his car.
Jesus.
And when he went to his car, his fucking car exploded like in the movies. Right fucking below my car, like in the parking garage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So they killed this guy, and like I had to wait to get to my car and shit because they had to have all the evidence and stuff.
Oh fuck.
And then the second time we went, there was a shooting at the New York. And then the third time we went, they were building that big old. There's like this huge. There's like 3 hotels. I don't even know what it's called. Like the Aria's there. It's like convention center and shit. And 6 workers fell off the weekend we were there.
Wow.
That never happens.
What
Weird.
the
No one
fuck?
falls off anything anymore. It's not like when they were building the Sears Tower and they're up there fucking just walking around with their food pail.
Those guys knew something, man.
6 dudes died. Yeah.
Those
Didn't
guys
something
knew
like 20
something.
people die in the Hoover Dam?
Oh, I'm sure more than that.
Yeah.
And
that's-
they-
that's back then.
And if they fell in the concrete, they just left them and shit. Apparently,
I'm actually quoting. I think it's just from Vegas Vacation. I think. So my facts could be totally
in
off.
fact,
but I
if
think
you'd
they-
like to talk about the Hoover Dam, they say the concrete in there, in the middle of it, still isn't dry. It's that thick.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
After all these years.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Why wouldn't they do it in layers, man, and dry out the first part and then put more in it?
They did kinda,
Oh.
but it was so thick it would take so long for
It's
it
really
to dry.
thick, bro.
You wanna hit this? I gotta pee.
Why can't they see?
Dude,
I
come
guess-
on.
I
That
guess
can't
I'm
be
just
real.
not-
Look it up.
I guess I'm not an
It's been built
engineer.
for like what, 80 years now.
I don't know anything about the Hoover Dam, man. I can argue, man, but I
I
can't.
saw Vegas Vacation once though, and they go on that tour.
Yeah.
He tells some facts in it, and I don't remember that being in there.
But I can argue some basic engineering principles of
Yeah,
concrete.
that's a lot of concrete.
You know what I mean? Who the fuck would put like tons and tons of concrete just in a big fucking puddle and then fucking hope to God that the shit on the bottom would dry up? That's not how concrete works, man. Right? And then wouldn't that fuck some shit up when the stuff at the bottom finally did or
I
whatever?
would think. And
You know what I mean?
doesn't like the Hoover Dam not work anymore too? Like, doesn't it like not generate power?
Where the fuck is the Hoover Dam?
Right outside of Vegas.
Oh, it's in Vegas?
It's like right outside Vegas. It's how Vegas gets all its power.
Yeah.
From Canada.
Nah,
Hoover
I don't like it.
Doesn't it not work anymore though? Like, doesn't
I don't know.
Like, there's
All
not
I know
enough
is
water
my
flow?
fact is right and yours is I can hear you guys when I'm peeing. I know you said it can't work that way. It worked that way.
No, it's
It
fine.
doesn't make sense.
But it just
That's
doesn't
crazy.
make. Maybe they planned for that though.
Well, obviously. I mean,
They planned for the bottom to just never get dry.
No, they finished.
no, inside.
They finished, and the main
It's like the
architect was like,
inside.
"All right, it's gonna be like 130 years for it to be dry."
Well, that's what happened. That's all I know.
I would have made them wait.
You should have.
I
I
was like,
would've.
dude, so how much concrete?
If
did
I
we
was like the
use?
contractor that put the concrete in, I'd be like,
Well,
hey.
here, I'll do the math. It's about this tall, about this wide.
I'd make their ass wait.
So I don't know, 130 years.
130 years.
That's
Dry.
my math for you.
Before you can put a drop in here.
Oh man,
We got any emails?
No. No one wrote
No.
us. Dude, yeah,
In
that's what I was saying.
18
It was
months?
funny because I was reading,
I haven't been here in like a month either. Do we have any emails over those last month?
There was a big barrage of them, and then
yeah, and then they all went away.
Oh, wasn't it like all of them Paul for a minute though?
there was a few Pauls.
There's quite a few Pauls.
Oh, dear. So this customer of ours asked, well, to the public, we're trash. Just to how it is.
Mm-hmm.
We're slaves and trash, and we're lucky because we don't work at Denny's, and my brother and I can do whatever the hell we want
Yeah,
when people are shitty to us, so
That's
we're
great.
shitty back to them. It's nice.
it's fantastic.
But so this asshole the other day, he was talking about... It was funny because he kept digging himself in a hole, just like I would do. So I can relate, sort of, but he's just this drunk idiot. And he drinks Grand Marnier. He's a Grand Marnier drunk. That's one of the worst drunks there is.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what's lower than a Grand Marnier drunk? This is going to upset a lot of people.
Wait, what's
A
Grand
white
Marnier?
Russian drunk.
Yeah,
All
they're
you
fucking
big
terrible.
Lebowski assholes.
Yeah, that's
That's no way to live. Go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
How can you can't drink more
I
than
can
one
drink
of
a
those?
White Russian once. Yeah, exactly.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, you can't drink more than one of those.
And they're not good, really.
It's hard to even finish the first one.
And
all
you
right.
fucking get...
It's not bad.
I mean, yeah, but you,
You
just
know
get
what-
dairy farts and fucking...
Yeah.
You know
it's
what
disgusting.
You know what other abomination they fucking serve up just like it? It's a White Russian with a little spot of Coke in it, and it's called
Oh,
a
it's a-
Colorado Bulldog.
yeah, it's
That's
horrible.
bullshit.
And
Wait.
there's another one called Smith and Kearns, and we sell. People ask for it, and then I sneer at them.
Jack was telling me something about that the other day. Smith and Kearns.
It's soda water instead of Coke, so it's even worse.
Ugh.
So it's like watered down milk
Ugh.
with bubbles in it.
Oh, gross.
Oh, it's the worst.
I don't
What
really
the
like any
fuck is
mixed
that?
drink,
But anyway,
honestly.
so he's a Grand Marnier drunk. It's
Smith
an
and
orange
Kearns.
liqueur. It's like syrup. It's disgusting.
Yeah. Ugh.
And it's expensive. A bottle's like $50, $60. So each shot's like, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
But anyways, like, yeah, my brother, oh shit, my brother, he's fucking lives at like Buckley and Hamden. That's the fucking ghetto. That's the fucking biggest shit ghetto. So my brother's like, oh, well, I grew up at Chambers in Hamden. Oh, well, I mean, it's not as bad as that Mission Viejo. And he's like, well, that's where I grew up. Like every word he said was like specific to us.
Right.
And he's like, oh, I knew this guy did meth over there. And I'm all like,
Yeah.
nothing happened. I grew up in Aurora. Mark, we all live in Aurora
Yeah, no.
right now.
No, it's so weird that when
Everybody
I hear,
thinks
yeah.
it's like the hood.
No, I honestly think people who think that Aurora's the hood are fucking racist. And I'm just gonna
I
go ahead and
agree.
say
It
that.
has to be.
I
Honestly,
agree. But
everyone that's ever said it to me is one of those
I was
people who
telling
fucking
Patrick
talks down
before,
to fucking.
before we started the podcast, whenever I first moved here, we stayed like a month, maybe 2 months in a hotel,
Yeah,
me and Savannah or whatever.
yeah.
And but whenever we were looking for places to live, like every single person we met was like, just stay away from Aurora, stay away from Aurora.
What the fuck?
So we
dude?
got a place over in Denver, but after me and her split, I was just like looking for places, and I found a place on Craigslist, but it was in Aurora, and I didn't have a car, so I hadn't really traveled to Aurora yet, and had reason to. But I was just like, oh god damn it,
I'm
it's the
gonna
only thing I
die
can afford,
tonight.
Really. But
I'm
it's
gonna
Aurora. And
die.
I got here, and I was like, just.
It's like, what's wrong with fucking
Really
Aurora,
nice.
dude? Ain't
I've
shit
had
wrong
more
with
shit
Aurora.
happen to me in Denver, where I live now, than I have
I
ever
bet.
had here.
I bet, dude.
Yeah.
I bet.
I've had people like follow me home from shotguns wanting to fight.
Oh, guaranteed.
Really?
Yeah.
And see, and
Wow.
and I'm really
I also
fortunate.
was wearing like "Make America Great Again" hat and shit, but
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
you were
that's
wearing one?
right.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
You're doing that social experiment.
He said he sold it for $50
I
to some
did.
asshole at the.
some Mexican asshole.
Oh, really? He all got
What?
jumped when he got
yeah,
home.
some Mexican wanted to buy it. He offered
said
me
50
20
bucks.
first, and I was like, nah, because it wasn't worth it to sell it to me for 20. And then he was like, all right, I'll give you 50. I was like, all right, if you really want that bad,
It's yours.
Oh
I
my
spent
God.
$5 on it. So.
It's
Wow.
absolutely yours.
It
It
only
just cracked
lasted
me
a
up
week.
because.
I didn't even have it a week. I had it like 6 days. I was
Really?
Like, God, yeah. I
That's
got offered to buy
fucking
it.
Well, that's when it
six
was kind of
times,
fresh
though.
too.
Yeah,
It was
I got
about-
billed like 6 times that like offered to buy it though, but I also got pushed against the wall in the fucking
It's
light
because
rail.
nobody want. Oh, really?
Yeah, some guy wanted to fight me, and then like I don't know, I was like telling him, I was like, dude, it's honestly just a joke. Like I don't really even support Trump, and he's like, you don't even have the balls to admit it. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean,
Like, get out of here.
yeah, only because I know you, I understood it, but I could see why somebody
Right.
else would be like,
Yeah, yeah.
because I knew damn well he wasn't fucking that.
Right.
But it's funny how people are like, you grew up a trashy piece of shit in a shit town, and they say that shit to your face, and you think you're not gonna get upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird. I don't know.
I hear it all the time.
I saw a study
Yeah.
though that came out that back in like
It comes
whenever
freely.
slavery and all that Civil War shit happened. I forget what year that was.
Eight.
They were saying
It was
down
number
in the
8 the
South,
year.
in the South that a lot of them had like some type of ringworm,
Oh,
but it
good.
actually was like eating their brain
Oh,
away.
Wow.
So like they actually could have been genetically not as equal to the North.
interesting.
It's actually pretty interesting. Vice was putting a pretty huge article out on it.
Well, I couldn't
And
argue.
it was up to like 48% of them that they predicted had it. So it would.
So they were retards because them tapeworm got to his head.
Oh no.
It's kind of interesting though.
What the fuck?
Because they didn't have a cure for it back then.
Do we know? I
That's
don't know.
crazy. I was listening to this podcast where it's that awkward human survival guide that I always talk about,
Yeah.
and like the host dude is gay, and he goes off on all these tangents. Like he can't just do a story. Like he goes off
Right.
on 20 tangents
Oh, that's
in the middle of
remind
the
you
story.
of somebody?
Who? Oh, you? Do you do
I
that?
can't ever finish a story.
Ah,
frankly.
whatever.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
But yeah, so he does like 20 tangents, and one of his tangents was like, someone was saying that being gay was actually like a
Yeah.
disorder in the brain or something like that.
Yeah. I forgot what it was called. I've read about that.
Really? And
And,
like everything he found, because he was trying to disprove that, and he said everything he found actually like proved the other way, but he didn't
Yeah.
go any further into
I
it.
forgot how
I was
they
actually
stated
kinda
it.
Fascinated.
It wasn't a disorder. It was like even worse. It was the way they stated it was even meaner. It was like, brain, if you're retarded, you're a faggot.
Right.
Yeah.
But then what's interesting about that is they did this AI experiment, like facial recognition.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? They did, I can't remember how many people it was, so I'll say 100 people. And they put a certain amount of homosexuals in there, and the computer picked them out every single time
Interesting.
by their faces.
That's interesting.
Really?
Isn't that interesting?
What about like closeted homosexuals though? Like 'cause,
Computer
like,
don't care if you told your mom or not.
right? Exactly. So I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like that number's higher than
Well, that's weird.
we'd like to think.
But every single time it picked out the person that was gay.
That's
Isn't that
interesting.
interesting? Girl, boy, it didn't matter.
That's interesting.
Huh.
That's
You should.
really
They should start a game at fucking Vegas.
interesting.
Fucking pick out the
Fuck
homo.
Vegas, Eliches.
$10. Pick out the homo.
Little kids coming. Look at Eliches.
Hey,
you
which
see,
one you think the
Alright,
faggot?
Step right up. Step right up.
You
Which
see, the
one's
Baltimore
faggot?
Ravens had that DNA testing outside their stadium for free.
Oh yeah, and then they were like, it was a
Hey, you were
scam or
saying
some
something
shit.
about
Yeah,
that.
they canceled it because like they found out, well, like part of the clause that the DNA testing company had was we can use any of this information we obtain forever for anything, no matter what. It was
They're all
like-
making robot
And they're like, oh,
boys.
shit.
Yeah, that's scary shit.
But it's-
yeah.
I
People
think it's
signed
hilarious,
it, though. I
though,
guarantee you,
that-
people signed it.
I just think it's hilarious that people at a football game were like, I want to know if I should kneel or not, pretty much.
Yeah, dude, I got kind
we
of
haven't talked since the kneeling. How do you feel about the kneeling?
the kneeling. I'm for the kneeling. I don't give a shit.
I
don't
knew you would be.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck.
Cam Newton blew it out the water this week. For me.
They're not. Like I said, they're not disgracing these the troops.
Yeah, did you see Cam Newton's though?
It had
this
nothing
week?
to do with the troops. God damn it.
Cam Newton, because he had that whole he got in trouble for saying something about a female reporter. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, he's like
People
something
calling
about.
him sexist.
Oh, dude, what a
Didn't-
fucking dumbass!
But what did he say? It was hilarious. Something about.
And that guy still has a job. Like
he said something like women shouldn't be reporters for
Yeah.
the NFL.
Colin Kaepernick should just
You're-
get his
he-
job.
He was saying something like you're just out here trying to get dick or something.
I don't know. I thought that was
But
fucking
then
great.
I guess he did like an article with.
I thought it was.
I forget
great.
who it
I like
was.
how he said it. I mean, as a dick.
Well, but
I think it was Noisy Magazine, which isn't like anything notable or anything, but he still did an interview with them, and he said he was going to kneel for women's rights, which I just saw was a huge troll,
that's fucking hilarious.
and it's hilarious. But it's like the
Holy
players
fuck.
that are
Alright,
doing that shit.
You know,
now.
okay, I'm gonna get sexist. I don't think they fucking should be reporting fucking games either. I don't give a shit.
Really?
I don't
That's
know.
fucked
I
up,
definitely
dude.
do because I'm not
See,
watching
no,
it if a guy's.
I think you
reporting.
should have to play it for many years to understand it.
No, I disagree, man.
No,
it's like
I
ring
totally
girls in
disagree with
UFC.
that shit.
Ah,
I want the
Absolutely.
girls
I just
there. Are
got
you
sex-
kidding?
Oh. Yeah. No.
Dude, do you want to? If we're already watching, we're already at a sausage party.
That is
I don't
fucked
know.
up.
Bring some
no,
girls
it's not
into it.
fucked up.
That's fucked
Who
up.
are you
dude.
trying to fuck?
No. I'm not trying to.
I think
Who
we
you
should-
trying to
no, I
fuck?
don't give-
No
No.
one. But I can't.
How is a fucking woman unqualified to talk about
Ah,
football?
come
When,
on.
when half of the
I
people
think
that
she
are
should have
talking
an
about football,
earpiece in.
half of the
guys
people-
should be telling her
half of the
what to
people
say.
that are talking about
But I won't
football
call
are
them
just
there.
filling up
Okay.
airwaves and just
All right.
throwing hot air
Here, grab a
out.
seat. There's
And
a
who's
chair.
better at throwing hot air
have
out
a
than
pipe.
fucking women? And that's sexist.
All right, hold on. All right, I'll admit that was a horribly sexist statement.
Women shouldn't be in sports.
No, women shouldn't report on sports.
motherfucker right here say something.
Hold on, let
He
me.
said some sexist ass shit.
Hold on, let me explain myself though. All right, I lost it. But anyways, hold on. We were arguing about women in sports.
Ooh, there's two of me right now. Do you see that?
Ooh, that looks cool.
Here. Which number are you? You'll be this one.
Ooh, me and her gonna be enemies this week.
Hold
yeah,
on.
we got
Hold on.
Steelers
Check,
KC
check,
this
check,
week.
check.
No, we had a terrible.
I said I was going to redact that.
was
That was a
I know,
sexist statement.
We're making it more
But-
miserable.
Wait, hold on. The problem here is that you just said redact.
You don't like
Yeah,
redact?
yeah, you can't do that, man.
Redact, huh?
I heard it earlier today, so I wanted to use it.
I'm gonna use it on the
word
podcast.
of the day, man.
You mean you retract your statement?
No, redact.
No, redact is another way to
R-E-D-A-C-T.
redact.
I know. I'm
But that'd be like if you were like,
I'm
paper
sure there's
or
a better
something,
usage
right?
for it, but
Yeah.
it
It's a
works.
smarter
Yeah,
way of
I
I
saying.
think redact
I
is
guess.
like for whenever you're editing a paper.
Yeah, I think so.
And
I think
retract
that's
would be like if you were
Let's see.
speaking.
Redact.
I'm
I'm not
just
100%.
saying.
I'm kind of retarded.
You have to admit, sports, professional sports.
I agree with you with
Hold
everything
on,
but
at least
eye
the
candy.
popular ones are a male-based thing.
Yes.
And it's just the nature of the game. It's
Yes.
not because
Right.
women
But
aren't
you-
qualified to understand it. It's just the nature of the game.
My argument
It's a
is
man's sport.
probably more sexist than
Now,
yours.
how's that?
I'm
How's
just
that so,
saying
though, dude?
That I want a girl there talking about
I've
it
had
because she's hot.
perfectly functional conversation with
Only
women
because you
about-
wanted to fuck them.
Bullshit. You haven't. You
Come
haven't,
on.
man. You haven't.
Come on.
Maybe football. Maybe
Yeah,
football.
Yeah,
that's
football.
not-
Come on.
That's the only
All
sport.
right, so
and that's
So-
because
It's like us
they try
relating.
to get some dick.
I've talked to a
Hold
girl
on.
about baseball pretty intelligently as well, too.
Yeah, but they got softball. So come on. It's the same.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's the same.
dude.
Come
Call
on.
it the same thing.
It's not
No,
football.
It was fucked up, dude. So the first Bronco game of the year, they had the B
Did
team.
they have a softball team
No, they
open
had-
up for them?
No, they had the B team out there because they had two games on Monday night, and then our game started at like 11 o'clock at night. So like they just had the B team out there, and that's why they had that weird.
Was there women playing?
They had that weird sideline reporter that did the fucked up shit like,
Oh, that made
Vance
me laugh.
Johnson's having the best time
all
of his
right.
life.
All right. Okay, a woman does better than that guy, but that was funny.
I'm really lost at what's going on here. But
Some
can I
white-
just say that Matt was correct, and I thought that was the
Yeah,
case.
cool.
It is more in the use of editing a paper.
That's
Like
I'm doing an
deleting-
editorial.
Deleting or omitting something.
Yeah,
or
that's what I
revising
did.
It. Retract is a little bit different.
Well, my wife's here.
Great.
This is what we do.
No,
She
for real,
tells
though,
me
is
I'm
there a
wrong.
sport?
No, and
is
then-
there a sport out there that women are more popular than men?
Women's
tennis?
basketball, softball.
No.
Fuck that.
Tennis?
Have you seen the
There's
tennis?
some.
We all
Hey.
had dicks.
I'll give you.
Because
There's
I was like, no.
definitely
Dude.
tennis. You're right about
soccer.
No,
that.
what's
You
the
know
guy
what?
from the
There's
40-year-old
women that are really
Soccer,
good at
she's
soccer.
right
no,
about
what's
that.
the main guy from the 40-Year-Old Virgin's actor's name?
I don't care.
What's, come on.
Steve
Carell. He's got a new movie coming out.
Yeah, that
What's it
tennis
called?
movie.
White women do
But
sports.
It's about him. He's a non-ranked tennis player. It's a true story. A non-ranked male tennis player.
Then he has a
Not
sex
even in the
change or
top
what?
500. No, he somehow got to fucking. It was like a warm-up game for Serena or one of the Williams sisters. He got to play against them, and he just fucking killed her.
Oh,
she
really?
She scored 1 point on him. And
It's a true
he
story
was,
or
yeah, it's
some
a true
shit?
story. He wasn't even ranked.
Steve
like, in the
Carell's
top 500.
86. He can't play.
Yeah,
that.
but he's playing the guy. But it's just
that's not.
But
right.
the number 1 ranked women's player couldn't even beat someone that wasn't ranked in the top 500 tennis.
You hear that? You're
just
inferior. Except for having sex. You guys.
Yeah,
are bad.
yeah. You got
porn.
porn.
Nice vaginas.
You guys got the porn market on lock.
Okay.
You get paid way more than the guys.
But
Yeah.
yeah, dude, that night that there was
Servers.
the girl commentating the Bronco game, there was so much sexist shit. There was just, it was just
'Cause
like
it was
it was just all over Twitter.
You know, it was horrible
Good thing
though.
I don't know
And
how to
it
use
wasn't even
Twitter.
her. It was Rex Ryan
Good thing I don't know how to
because she
use
was
Twitter.
with Rex Ryan.
Yeah, probably.
And
I don't
that
know.
was what was horrible. I watched that.
I think
and
everyone's just too
commented on it
touchy.
without seeing the.
There's so
I
much
don't
fucking
know.
there's so much goddamn entertainment out there. Then
I'll
go
tell
watch
you-
something else. Don't
but
fucking
hold
watch
on.
the football game. And
I
don't tell me
don't.
about
I
it.
don't. So it's fine.
I'm just saying.
So I can talk shit. But I
I'm
watched
in a very
this.
deep
Hold on.
conversation about Beyonce right now. So
Have you
With
seen
who?
the whole podcast
Allie.
market that's
No,
sprying
hold
out
on.
of
Let
the
me
NFL?
finish. I watched this golf commentator woman, and she was the most gorgeous woman I've ever seen in my life. Is that sexist too?
did he just say that?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Except for my wife.
I think it's
Fuck
fun
off, you
because there's a
already
lot
lost.
of podcasts that you can sync up with the game.
Where the hell's
And
your
they'll
goddamn
commentate
brother?
on it.
Is he sewing the tip of
That's
his
a
really?
whole
hair
new
back
thing.
on?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
The UFC started doing it. They actually did it with paid with Snoop. They do it paid with Snoop Dogg. I
Oh,
think they
so that's
canceled-
how you do
I think
it.
they already canceled his contract, but
He's-
Don't worry. You'll be
I-
all
no,
right.
that's a way that they should
You'll
keep
be
keep
alright.
doing
yeah,
it.
he did.
That's
he did
actually
like
a
one fight
great
show and it
idea.
was bad. Yeah, it's
Shit like
how it
that,
should be
too.
done. You can
Oh.
choose your fucking host.
Hold on, guys.
Oh.
Hey guys.
Oh no, guys,
Uh-oh.
hold on.
Do you
Uh-oh.
want to
Oh.
know how
Wait, I
many
can't hear
burpees
her
I
in
did
the-
today?
I can't. Can you?
How could you not hear?
I can't hear. In the
She's
mic.
loud as hell.
I can
Do you
hear
want to
her.
know how many burpees
Oh, that's
I did?
all I could hear is
Alright.
her.
Shut the fuck up.
It's a joke. Come on.
Burpees.
Burpees.
10,
More
Wait.
than that.
What's
11.
the question?
How many burpees?
Burpees.
I did.
15.
But chest
Can
to
you
the
hear
floor
us?
Burpees.
I can hear you. Yeah.
I don't know
thought
how
it
you
was
can't hear
45.
me.
God damn it! I didn't hear
80.
the question
What?
again.
No, 45 is right. About 45, somewhere around that range.
45
I
what?
knew it.
Burpees.
Jesus, they're fucking
Babies
hard.
with her.
I knew because I was watching you.
You were.
Hey,
They were chest to the floor burpees.
Yeah, that's why I was
Fuck.
late to the podcast.
what does that
Right,
mean?
Mark was watching.
Wait, you
What's
were
a
late to the
chest of-
podcast for a burpee?
You know what a
I was
burpee is,
watching her
right?
do
Y'all know what
burpees.
burpees are,
Babies
right?
with herpes?
Dude, I do that.
Am
That's
I right?
mine. That's
Do
my
you know
new
what
thing.
a burpee is? Patrick,
I'm
I know what a
assuming no,
burpee
and I
is.
feel
does
like an
anybody
asshole
else know
right
what a
now.
burpee is? You don't know what a burpee is?
I'm assuming babies with her.
No. Okay, all right. I'll show you what a burpee is. Hold on just a second.
Oh fuck! Here we
Do I
go.
want to see what
You better shut up.
Oh,
Don't
here
act
we
like
go.
you know how to get in the gym and work out.
I used to do some fucking. What you mean?
Oh,
I
it's
used
a
to be-
workout, so it has nothing to do with babies and herpes.
Just tell her.
Took it with me.
Hold on. Just tell her it's good no matter what, guys.
Okay,
She can't hear me right now.
it's good.
There's my phone on the floor.
She can't hear me. Okay.
No. I literally thought it was babies
Oh,
with
she's
herpes.
gonna do it now. You better pay
Yeah,
attention.
babies with herpes and
You better do it good. Or you're on TV.
It makes
You're on
sense.
TV.
Burpee, baby herpes.
Anyway.
It's a cute cut.
No,
What?
it's like you
I
go
like
in,
baby herpes. It happens.
to the floor, push up, jump in, jump up.
Oh,
That
yeah,
sounds
we used to do
terrible.
those.
It's
We used to
horrible.
do those
They
in-
hurt.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't know why I would do it.
I used to do those
And
back
she
when I did
pays
2
money to
days.
do it, too.
Yeah. I'm thinking about paying money so I can run not in the snow.
Wait.
Yeah, go to
Why
the-
did I think we were
Whole-
talking about babies with herpes?
My whole shoulder
It's
hurts.
'cause you got
from
some
that shit.
issues.
Don't do them. Just
I
don't.
could have swore someone said
All right.
that for real.
Don't
Let's
even
go
do it.
back about 3 steps. I was going somewhere. We got disrupted by
Yeah, I know.
herpes.
Right, burpee. By burpee
When
over
I come
here.
in here, you guys always get distracted. so.
No, it's because you're hot, baby.
I wasn't earlier.
Yes, you were.
Whatever. Anyway, moving on.
Golf is terrible. Why do you watch
Oh,
golf
hold on,
anyways?
guys.
Yeah, wait. Who
Anyways.
watches golf?
That girl was. It's because I have to cater to the rich people.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right, you guys got to listen to this.
We're listening.
No, that ain't it.
Oh, that's the wrong song.
Oh yeah, this is
should've
out to
done
all
the
my motherfuckers. You know your pop's got a big
Yeah.
pecker. Papa's pee-pee, motherfucker.
Pops pee-pee.
Start this shit out motherfucking hot, My pep's pee be taking up the whole block. Close to the sun, that shit ain't burning. It's got its own orbit, so don't be squirming. $2 a ride, that dick lives outside. It would take 2 hangers, a house is underside. Be second to none, don't stare. You know that shit's close to the sun. Motherfucker.
So you guys have hold on. You guys have noticed all
clever.
this military activity around here. I mean, Mark
Yeah.
lives here too.
Oh yeah, so there's a lot of planes that people talk about. I don't notice
You
anything.
hear
Vegas
helicopters.
shooting, for sure.
Dude, we
She's
hear
been
it all
hearing
the
it.
time.
So, anyways, they're practicing to fight my pep's pee-pee. He
He
got mad and
Hey,
he was
you
getting a
should,
little
Did
older.
Did he knock over one of them golf balls?
You should
Well,
get
here's
my
the
dad
thing.
down here someday to talk about those planes and airplanes. It'll be an interesting
Well,
podcast.
if he's talking about my papa's pee-pee, then
See,
he
now,
can join in.
This,
Yeah, we don't
this,
want to
But
hear about
anyways,
conspiracy.
Huey over here has 6 blades.
That Huey has to hold him up to take a shower. My pep's pee-pee. But anyways, so he got mad and because he wasn't getting as hard as he used to be.
Oh shit.
You know, so he went and got a Viagra. Well, his prescription,
Ah.
it's like, you know, in the barrel because his his pee-pee's, it's the biggest pee-pee I ever
Right,
seen.
no, exactly. It takes 2 hangers
Yeah,
to
you heard
hold
it.
up.
To hold his undercarriage.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Or his what did I say?
I don't
2
know.
hangers.
2 hangers to hold his,
I don't know. Something like that.
that's the best line you ever heard in a rap song, no?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Uh,
We'll put it
But
up there.
anyways, so his his pee-pee got crazy fucking hard. And like he was trying to clean the bar and he turned and he started a war with North Korea.
Do you know
Oh,
that
God.
you can actually Google this? This is proven that we trade
on,
Viagra for war
All my
secrets in Iraq.
motherfuckers. You know your pop's got a big pecker. Papa's pee-pee, motherfucker.
Pop's pee-pee.
Let's start this shit out motherfucking hot. My pep's pee-pee be taking up the whole block. Close to the sun, that shit ain't burning. It's got its own orbit, so don't be squirming. $2 a ride, that dick lives outside. It would take 2 hangers, a house is underside.
Underside.
Could be second to none, don't stare. You know that shit's close to the sun. Motherfucker.
That's how you end a segment. But I was so afraid your dad was going to walk in when I was recording that. Because it was like one of those inspirational moments. Like it came to me and I had to record it right then and there.
That's funny.
And I'm like writing down on my dad's penis. I mean, it's pretty big, so it probably takes up the block. And then like I'm imagining her dad walking in and I'm
Pass the pipe.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh.
That's
And
funny.
I'm like,
That'd be hilarious.
He's gonna think I'm talking about him.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna go grab another beer. How you
Pop's
doing?
pee-pee.
Yeah, I'll take another one.
Kayleen, get off your phone and talk.
I'm reading shit.
Pee-pee. Oh, so you went to Cider's Grass or something this weekend.
Yeah.
How was that? So what was that?
Wait, what was it?
Please
That shit
explain
was
to us
fun.
what it is.
Oh.
Stem Ciders is a delicious cider place downtown Denver. If you like cider, it's like good, I guess.
Yeah, so it was off Walnut Street. But anyway, so it's Stem Cider, which is a very, you're right, correct, delicious place that my bestie Sandy and I traveled to this weekend for Cider Fest, which was bluegrass and cider.
It was cider grass.
Cider
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 grass.
grass. There we go. So
Okay.
bluegrass and cider.
Side of grass.
And actually,
Cider
what was really
grass,
cool is they had
The
a little
cider
band there
grass.
from one of my little favorite towns in North Carolina, which was cool. They were from Black Mountain.
What was
You
the
have a
band?
favorite
Uh,
band
What's the
from
band?
No, town, favorite town.
Oh.
I secretly love bluegrass, and it's not even
I
really
love
a secret.
bluegrass,
I play
too.
it at
I'm
work,
with
and
you.
people look at me like I'm fucking
Yeah, me
nuts.
too.
It's a
I
white,
get that whole
Coworkers
you're
are
from
like,
Missouri thing.
"Hey,
it's a white people thing.
this is what's that damn movie? Anytime people hear bluegrass, they think it's like some guy from the hills gonna come kill him. Deliverance or some shit like
Oh,
that.
yeah, it's
I
definitely
don't know. I'm
Deliverance.
the wrong guy to
That's
ask about
hilarious.
lyrics.
It's totally like Deliverance in my office when I listen to that shit.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, I don't like bluegrass for some
Oh
reason.
fuck, I love it. It's great. That
I
goddamn
respect the
upright bass.
musicianship, but I don't like it.
Can I tell you this motherfucker
I'd
was
rather
ham
not.
boning with a spoon so good?
Ham boning with a spoon.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Oh,
my country
I saw this thing that made me think of you doing that shit
The
the
ham
other
bone?
day
Oh, yeah,
on
you remember
Instagram. It
Her
was like
psycho ass can do
it was
that
all when you don't feel your phone in your pocket. It's all. This guy was all.
shit. She could do it. You want to hear it? You know she will because
Oh, you'll make it? All right, we can do it one way. This is the easy way if you guys want a ham bone the easy way.
pick a side. Go that way.
Oh my god,
No, towards Mark.
I love it.
He's got it right here.
No, your whole body. Look at you. Look at you. You don't know how to
Look
use a
at you.
camera.
There's 2 of me.
Look,
Don't
there
you know
go.
how to use a camera?
Here, hold on. I got to get on the BB Boys cam.
Yeah.
This will be a closer view.
All right, you ready? Okay, we're hand bumping.
You country ass motherfucker.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
You so
Anyway,
country. Did
yeah,
you know we
I
live
can't
in a
hand
meth
bump
house?
Like that. I can't hand bump like that on the chick, though. Like,
That was great.
Apparently we grew up in Trash Town. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, Aurora. Why is Aurora so ghetto?
Cause
If you say it's
That's
ghetto,
bullshit.
I'm going to hit you.
Yeah, me too.
if I
Because-
say it's ghetto?
No,
Yeah.
but
Do
yeah.
you see these motherfucking hood rats that live across the street
Oh,
from
come
us?
on, man.
Come
One
on.
hood rat
Who
in the
takes
whole
their-
neighborhood.
Who takes their goddamn garbage to the fucking landfill using a U-Haul
That's true.
trailer?
Guess who saw
Do
that?
you
Yeah.
have that
Just-
much?
Pay for
No, because they
your
won't pay
garbage.
for their trash service.
Oh,
Our
so
That
they like
doesn't-
keep it in the garage for like a
That
month.
doesn't
and
make
then
you like hood.
rent a
like,
U-Haul
though.
for an hour.
That
and
makes
on
take
the
it
you-
side
down?
of the house.
I seen that shit in Missouri all the time.
Yeah, they must be from Missouri.
That ain't
Ah.
no hood shit. That's just white trash.
Well,
that ain't,
they ain't
that ain't
white.
a black guy either. That's a white guy. You
That's,
know
that's a black
like-
guy.
No way. Really?
That's a whole
Oh,
black
yeah.
family. And they send their
Huh.
poor teenage kid out with the Jeep and make him take the trash to the dump. Like, completely full, so it's got to be like 2
Ugh.
months worth of trash. It's
Ugh.
got to smell awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I add one thing?
Yes.
Please.
Can y'all? I mean, I know that we want to be supportive of people.
No.
Uh-oh. That's not what we want to be.
Uh-oh.
no.
What did I make?
I'm just saying, you know.
She's
'cause
going to say something I said.
Hurricane.
I'm like in that your TV's gonna shut off soon here, but I'm in that whole beauty and makeup and cosmetics world on Facebook, so I see a lot of tutorials.
Why don't you
and
shout out your
blogs.
channel on here ever?
Because this motherfucker over here has to
It's
set
set
shit
up. You won't do the
No,
shit.
He won't put the
Go
shit
on
up
it right
there.
now.
I
All
know.
right.
Right there.
All right. Well, shout out to it. It ain't up yet.
Hold
'cause
on.
this
It's up there,
motherfucker-
motherfucker.
But
It's up there.
It's
Look at it. Hold
Sugar
on.
Beat Cosmetics
On
and makeup tutorials on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Oh, and guess what's up there?
SUGGAH _
Some tutorials
BEET
that somebody won't
32.
write descriptions to that are just
Shut
sitting
up.
there.
Yeah, you gotta have tags.
I'm shy.
Huh.
I'm good
You
at
don't
what
have
I do.
I did everything.
Hey,
All you
you
gotta
get-
do.
Check me
Hey.
out. All right, check me out on Instagram.
Shut
You
up
can
for
see
2
some of my
seconds.
makeup on there.
I'm gonna lay
No,
down my
can
manly
I fucking
law.
put my shit on here?
Oh,
My manly law.
shameless plug.
Mark told me to drop my Insta name.
Well, when
my
you
Insta-
fucking-
name?
my handle, my Twitter, whatever the
What
fuck
did you
call
say
that
out
shit.
loud?
Why don't you drop your set? Your click, yo.
Represent.
I've been asking everybody their set at work lately.
Okay, so
What
it's
you said, motherfucker?
apparently
Let it
nobody
go.
wants to
Let's.
care.
let
I'm
it
in.
go.
I'm in. Makeup
All
tutorial.
right, all right. Let's.
You know
Hey,
how much I
honestly, you're
care?
doing more than 90% of
fucking
people
care.
out there. No
you
one
know how
else-
much I
No one
care?
starts their own shit.
Okay, so it's birth
No,
control
I don't know how
time,
much
so
you
I don't
care.
have to create offspring with this guy.
Hey, how about birth control no longer
idea.
being fucking right in the United
I
States?
know,
Hold
and
on,
that's
don't
something-
fucking
wait,
change
wait,
the
wait,
subject.
Wait. But on that note, I
My
mean,
bad.
come on, y'all. You
I'm
don't
trying
wanna
to
pay
argue
for
with my
birth
wife
control.
here.
You don't want to pay for birth control, but y'all want to pay for some people on some child support.
No,
Not child
abortion's
support,
illegal.
from-
No, I want them to pay for birth control, please.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Because what do you think's going
What's
to
going on
cost
here?
more, paying for birth control or paying for somebody to be on welfare because they can't afford their baby? Which is it? Which
I'll
one do
take
you
all
want?
their babies.
I mean, all right, great.
Make
You can
some
argue
money.
Oh
that
man,
you can
there's
adopt
motherfuckers
that
having
child.
babies because they get money or
But
something.
the thing is you
Yeah.
can adopt that
You know what I'm saying?
child, but still that person
Fucking
who
deadbeats.
probably doesn't have health insurance or
I-
not very good health insurance can afford to take care of themselves through the pregnancy.
You don't want to know what I want.
So, I mean, then you're spending
do you
dollars or
want?
tax
I
dollars
wanna
on
know.
other things, and then
I
of
feel like
course
it's gonna be
the-
dark.
it's not that
It's kind
dark.
of a touchy subject, but
We don't agree on this completely.
I mean, if you want to argue one point,
me and
y'all
her.
motherfuckers.
I think abortion should be legal.
If you go
and
rub one
promoted
out, you're aborting like thousands
very
of babies.
highly on the streets.
Like there should be
legal
It should
abortion.
be cheap.
There should be zero borders.
Almost, I think the government should pay for
You and I
abortion.
have always
honestly,
stood weird on the
and
border
legal
thing.
prostitution.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's part of it. So
Legal
zero. Here, all
prostitution.
right. This is my governmental
He wants to
plan.
interrupt me all night. I didn't
No,
even
I'm
finish
trying to get
makeup
my
thing.
words out.
You got your words out for the past fucking hour.
This is my shit. Look at all these things. Those are my things. Except for this is Mark's.
look, we have
Okay.
0 viewers right now. Those are his viewers.
We're turning it
all
off.
right, this is not the
We're
internet.
turning this off.
No, we're not. This is
Okay.
perfect.
It's great.
All right.
All right. So, all right. Where was I? Zero borders, legal drugs,
Wait, 0 aborters.
borders,
Oh, I thought you said aborters. I was like, wait, what?
legal drugs,
No snowboarders on the fucking
legal
mountains anymore.
abortions, health care for everybody, and then you can have your oil and wars after that.
Healthcare.
And teachers, give them teachers some shit too.
Yeah,
That's
you know
5.
what? Them
It's my
motherfucker
5-point
teachers.
plan.
I was just thinking
No
about that
borders,
today.
legal drugs,
I say
teachers.
fuck money.
He's the president over here.
Get rid of it all.
No. I really
Well.
think that teaching is a really hard job. Honestly, like I
Yeah,
don't know how y'all
definitely.
teachers don't lose your motherfucking mind because I would haul off and whoop
And
some
I guess
ass
you should give
and not have a
firefighters some
job.
shit.
Yeah, you should do that too. But
There's
let's
not that
talk
many
about
fires
the real
anymore.
thing here. Well, even then that's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, but they're the
But
first
teachers-
responders to a lot of shit.
Teachers.
Yeah, they
They
make them
put
do that
up
because
with
there's
some
not that many
bullshit
fires.
ass-
They're like,
Why-
go
why am I
save
even
that.
on here.
You are. Oh my god.
Mic drop.
This is how it works. You fucking debate. I heard every word you fucking said. Oh my god. You picked
Hey.
up that microphone.
You think?
I said
Side note,
motherfucking
take it off
teachers.
politics.
I heard
Motherfucking
you.
teachers
You think you got a
need
chance
little more
against the
love.
Chiefs? I don't think you do.
No one cares about the Chiefs.
I do.
We bought Baylor
Oh,
last
yeah.
year.
I meant
Yeah, you killed us last year.
Yeah,
We're
we
back
did.
for revenge, though.
The
This year, you ain't
fucking
coming.
Yeah, we
Chiefs.
kind of sucked
Woo!
that last
Oh
year.
my
We
God.
really made it.
Big
was
Ben.
so-
He threw more touchdowns to the Jaguars than he did to his.
I know, huh? Wasn't that terrible?
But did you
That was
see
really
how
bad.
he did it though?
With
With
grace.
Style and grace.
With style and grace.
No, he used his spider cum like a
That only a
Spider-Man,
bathroom
but
rapist
his
could do.
rape, his rape cum. Bing!
You see Jerry Jones after the Cowboys lost to the Packers?
Oh yeah, so
if anybody kneels for the next game, you're fired.
yeah, so he's
Let me-
doing that whole thing.
There's
Let me
not
tell
gonna be a
something to
team.
my wife here, you guys.
Huh.
What?
One of my best stories at work is that your dad knows Franco Harris.
Oh yeah.
I use it all the time, just to get the old people interested.
Yeah.
And then I tell them they're stupid.
Brings up conversation for sure.
I do. I'm like, hey, he threw a football at him. Then I usually embellish. I'm like, he's the reason he got into football, stuff like that.
Not really, but
I
alright.
know. I said
You
I
know,
embellish.
it is true. 100% true, guys. Part of the reason why I am a Steelers fan is a little bit by default. That was like the first jersey I ever donned. First, besides Dallas. Never been a Broncos fan. We've never been Broncos fans in this house. At any rate,
They are very good Broncos.
my dad did go to school with Franco Harris. Their dads were both in the military together. They were in
No,
the same
military. Say it again.
military. They were in
Military.
the same housing unit. And yeah, they kind of traveled everywhere with each other. They were in
And then,
Germany and they were in New Jersey together. And then years later, caught back up, and I ended up.
Interesting.
Your dad
being
should
a
have joined the
nanny for his
NFL.
nephews.
You should have had Franco train him up good.
No, my dad liked basketball.
We
It was my
should have
Uncle
been
Jerry
the
that liked
National
football.
Basketball Association.
Hmm.
Has the Nuggets started yet? It's preseason, right?
It's preseason right now.
I
They,
Wait, I
Yeah.
thought it was.
That and baseball, it's like it never ends. It's like they get 2 weeks off. And
well,
it's
it's
right
just
back in the
starting,
season.
baby.
it's just starting.
I
All
guess.
shit.
Who's
Them
the
folks-
basketball man that own or that's in charge of them Nugget boys? So I could talk to my customers.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Who's the coach?
Mike Malone? Is it still Mike Malone? I think it's
I
Mike
don't know.
Malone.
That's why I'm asking.
I think it's Mike Malone.
I still see a horse guy that got kicked in the face
if
with
that's
a horse.
his name. I don't know.
Somebody got kicked in the face with a horse.
Yeah.
I don't
the
think
last
any
one,
sports
Cancer
matter
Boy.
in America besides
Hmm.
football.
Who was the last one? Cancer Boy.
I don't really pay attention to anything besides football for the
Yeah.
most part. I like.
Don't you have
I thought you
NBA
liked
jerseys?
basketball.
I like them all, but
You can tell me. I guarantee who the last coach was.
who? George Carl?
Yeah, see,
Just gonna remember George Carlin. George
I call him
Carl.
horse face kick because he
Horse
looks
face
like he got kicked
I thought
in
it
the
was
face
funny,
by a
Matt
horse.
Tarter, and then we're trying to talk to me about. The
Whenever
Chiefs
I see
coaches and
George
shit.
Carl, I picture him in
Dude.
overalls.
We used to see him all the time at that Starbucks on Leedsdale.
Well, have I ever told you this story?
He always wears windbreakers, by the way, guys. He hasn't come out of the 90s yet.
Hmm.
Well, it's not
Windbreakers.
that.
Fuck, windbreakers were hot though. in
But
the
this is
90s.
not what bothered me about him.
They're great in the wind.
I'm gonna take.
And you know what?
break it.
Strangely, he
Yeah.
was with a real young black woman twice when we saw him.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
And
for
his
him.
wife.
Yeah.
He
Me
was
too.
fucking that chocolate pussy. That's
I'm
what
with a
he
young
was
Good
doing.
for
black
him.
woman. Let me tell you this story though. It's hilarious about George Carl at that Starbucks. Actually, like I went in there every day because we lived off that street at that point.
That was
And,
very vague, by the way.
Off
You made
them
it sound like we
Leedsdale.
were living on the
Well,
street.
it's 'cause
Anyway,
people don't care
all right,
where
go
the
on,
hell
go
I
on,
live.
go on.
And so he's in there wearing his Nuggets gear. I'm like, you fucking shallow piece of shit motherfucker, trying to get attention. Go fuck yourself. And I realized he was on his way to practice. So he's just I just thought he was trying to draw attention.
Oh, that's funny.
that he was
dude.
fucking wearing all this Nuggets gear trying to get attention.
And who was that?
George Karl.
Ah.
We used to see him all the time at that Starbucks. All
He got
the
kicked
time.
in the face by a horse.
His face
Look at
was
his
pretty
face.
red
He's
during
fine.
radiation.
He's
fucked
Nah,
up.
overall ass bastard.
You know, I actually didn't realize until like this week that Gary Busey got in a really bad motorcycle wreck, and that's why he's.
His whole face is like
Well,
really.
see,
It's not
that's the
even his
weird thing.
face. His face is like
I just
face
thought he
off
was
face.
kind of fucking weird.
Nah.
Well,
yeah.
the
I
thing
know,
is,
he like has limited motion.
it's
in his
really weird
facial
for us because
expressions.
we saw before and after.
Yeah.
Like we saw the old
You know,
weird
he's still-
movies, and then we saw the later old weird.
Yeah.
Right. You know,
He's
he's
just
still
fucking
to this
weird.
day like advocates, like goes to meetings and like donates to like people to like make helmets not like
Oh,
so
really?
you don't have to wear a helmet where I ride a
I just
motorcycle.
learned that
Yeah.
in Canada
He's like
you have
for
to
that.
wear a
I'm
helmet.
like, what the fuck
Or
is
you get a
wrong with-
ticket.
Obviously, that's what's wrong
Yeah.
with you.
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Hey, don't you know?
I think you should
Helmets are required.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it
I
shouldn't
don't
be a
know.
law.
wear. Whenever I
But
see somebody,
it's like just fucking
Oh,
die already. But I mean, at the same time, if you're in that car that hits that motorcycle and that motorcycle dies because he wasn't wearing a helmet, you feel like a piece of shit.
I look
yeah.
like
So,
my mother right now.
That's the only reason I'm with it. Because I
Well,
don't want to feel like a piece of shit.
when I was learning Git Fiddle,
Mm.
my guitar teacher was hilarious. He was like this incredible, I don't know, like fucking weird 80s guitar player. But he always rode his motorcycle everywhere. But he crashed it constantly. So I'd get these calls like, oh, goddamn, I fell again. Oh, dear God, I got all this road rash. I won't be there for like a month.
Who's
And
that
then-
again? I'm sorry.
What the hell is Lutz? What the hell was his name?
Oh.
It was John something. John Lutzo or something.
John
Okay.
Litzka. Isn't that a famous
Their band used to open for Dream Theater all the time. They were so great. But
Oh, okay, yeah.
it was like guitar player music. It wasn't like
Right.
normal people who like music.
Yeah, no one
But
likes
like
that.
he was always getting killed by motorcycles. He wore a helmet, but he had road rash constantly. So you got to wear like a full ass.
Ugh.
I guess it's like skateboarding.
and
though,
I bet
'cause
you I
don't-
would-
I refuse to wear helmet.
That's
pads
gross.
when I skate.
I bet you I
I
would
think
like
it's the same
that
thing.
shit though. If
Mm.
I had like
Yeah.
some land where it was
You know what?
just a giant parking lot and I was by myself.
No.
I always
like,
wish
like 10 miles in each direction parking
I
lot.
always meet those people that like don't have that fear of death.
Ooh,
You
that
know, they'll
looks
just do
good.
anything.
This one.
I always
What?
wish
Wants
I
to go-
always wish I had that.
What's
so bad.
She always wants to go like jumping out of planes and shit.
Hell yeah.
I would
shit.
jump out of a fucking plane. That'd be fun.
I'm not one that
But-
we go hiking and we're in a canyon and I stare over the edge of the canyon like
Yeah.
And then I push
with
her.
you.
I
See-
know I wouldn't.
I don't want to go skydiving, but I do want a nuclear bomb. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah.
Like ride one or
Wait, what?
Write it
Like,
out of the
How
sky.
does that make any sense?
Yeah, like-
you don't survive a nuclear bomb.
Exactly. I want to die, but I don't want to like do
You-
it because
so
I'm
you
jumping
wanna
out of a
die,
fucking
like,
airplane.
in a way when everybody
You know what I
dies.
mean?
You don't
I want,
wanna die.
You
like,
just want to go with everybody so
nuclear
you're not the only
bomb.
one, right? Is
I
that what you're
understand
saying?
that.
So you're
I
not
get
left
that.
behind.
Assault rifle in Mandalay Bay.
You're not.
Right.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
See,
You're
you
not
wanna
being
die
left
with a
behind.
big
Right.
group.
Yeah,
You don't want to
exactly.
die like
Exactly.
natural
So
causes.
you know several others are dying with you, so you don't feel so
I feel
scared,
you,
right?
but-
Is that what it is?
No.
Not necessarily
That's
scared,
what
but
it
at least you know
seemed
that you're
like.
not the only one, right?
No.
Is that what it is?
No.
No, because I hear that often too.
No.
No, 'cause
I don't even care about
I've had that thought before, for sure. I've always said I want to die at a really young age doing something cool.
No.
But
Yeah.
I don't
I
want to
think
die
now
too old.
with
I'm probably
technology,
gonna
we're
die
too
from
young.
poking
I
myself
wanna- I
in the
kinda
eye
hope
with
I
a
don't ever
mascara
have to
wand and
die.
the infection goes
That's
to my
kinda where
brain
I'm
or
at.
something like that. Something real tragic that belongs on 1,000 Ways to
I
Die.
think we're gonna be able to rejuvenate.
Well,
I'll sell
I'm
that shit.
thinking I'm not gonna ever have to die. That's
You
what I'm
listen
kinda
to Joe
hoping
Rogan.
For. Yeah.
We're
And
getting
they
to that
said-
point. We may
didn't
still
they
be
s-
young enough.
Didn't they name a year that you had to live?
2060.
2060. If you live to 2060, you can basically live forever.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
by
Oh,
that
I got
point,
that.
Zoltan Estevan.
Oh, I got that. I'm fucking.
He
a
runs. He
wop.
actually ran for president in the last 2 elections.
Do you hear me?
What?
I got this shit. I'm a wop.
No, I really do.
She's
I'm
done
actually
for.
with it though.
Oh,
I
I
think
know.
that by
She's got that
2060
colored blood.
Yeah, I got the
She'll have high-
diabetes, high
Yeah,
blood pressure.
She'll have some blood pressure problems and shit.
I already
soon.
got one weird ass thing
Hey,
that
You know what the best part is?
hates my kidneys. So you know,
She's got life
whatever.
insurance and I don't.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
he'll
boy.
get paid.
Diabetes over here is gonna be dead. before
Sports
me.
is where it's gonna become a real issue though.
And I treat myself like shit.
I think
Sports?
because people are gonna be able to start getting.
Do you know what?
Oh, your
Hold on.
knee's fucked.
Let's not
Can I get
move
a new
on
knee?
yet. Hold on, slow down. Let's not move on from death yet.
All right.
I've thought about death daily for like over a decade.
Sure.
It's weird.
Okay.
It fucking freaks me out.
No, it's a great thing.
But
Dude, this girl that I used to work with at Nordstrom.
My
she's
wife
from
gives a fuck.
Mongolia. She's
so much. She cares about my inner talks and secrets. That's why I tell you boys. Because she's over here Nordstrumming up. When I'm telling her I think about death every goddamn day.
Sure. Now go on.
And I'm afraid of death. Oh, Nordstrom's got a sale.
I think about death every day, but in the Stoic terms. You know what I mean?
What do you mean now?
Like,
I'm not afraid of
that's
it.
just gonna happen.
It just
and
sucks.
You're not afraid of death,
and-
really?
and
It's stupid.
you just have to
terrifies
appreciate
me.
the time that you have here. Until
I do,
you
and
are
I enjoy
dead.
most
It's
or
of it.
hard, though.
people in your life are dead. You know what I mean?
And
that's
I,
like
hey,
really the best
I
way to do it.
frankly enjoy my life quite a bit.
And then you
I
just
got
gotta-
it easy. I don't give a shit.
I don't know. One of my biggest fears, like, is obviously because with skateboarding and shit, like I've hurt myself again, and like especially my knee.
It's gonna happen.
Like it's
Unfortunately.
yeah, especially if I continue to skate. Cause
No,
I
even
want
if
to.
you just live a normal
But
life, you're gonna get hurt a lot.
I mean, I just feel like that like moves on to death because I'm scared of hurting myself. It scares me every time I get on a fucking skateboard
Right.
because I've done so much damage to myself.
well, then
already.
don't get on a
But
fucking skateboard.
It's impossible. It's been
Hold
my
on
whole
now.
life.
Yeah.
But
But let me tell you about.
that'd
the
be like you telling
skateboard.
you not to like.
Right
What if like every 1,000th time you picked up a guitar, it hurt you?
Ride a bike.
Would you
It
still
does
do it?
sometimes. I get
No.
stabbed in the finger.
That's a real thing. A lot of bass players get like nerve damage in their
Okay.
fucking shoulders and like
Yo,
you know.
I don't know if that
Yeah.
compares to skateboarding injuries.
There's
but-
like a they have to get.
But you
shoulder,
get what I mean.
like, yeah.
But skateboarding's my
Oh yeah.
passion. as
Oh
in
yeah.
guitar
You're
is your
tougher than
passion.
us, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Me
Come
and
on,
him-
dude. You, your fingers might bleed.
He
Whatever.
threw up
Your
once
shoulder
on
hurts.
stage.
I threw up once on
Look at
stage
that.
and came back and hit my vocal cue.
I've lost a testicle. So fuck you guys.
You're one out of how many?
2.
Two. Yeah, you still got another
Oh,
one.
how many people do you know that lost their
Oh
nut?
shit! I don't know. I've never known anybody personally that's lost it.
I know another guy that
Did
lost
Did you
his
find
nut.
yourself?
It's hilarious. So the horse is trying to chase this other horse.
It's really good for audio too.
No, really, it's
The audio listeners
so
out
the
there.
horse finally gets the pussy,
Oh,
and he just falls off of her and falls over.
Yeah, she just showed you what I do. Thanks a lot, Kay.
Wow.
Fuck. It says when she's playing games with that, telling you you can't handle
Let me
that.
ask you a
But
question.
then she finally gives it to you, and you realize you can't handle that.
I overheard a coworker talking about
Coworker.
every time he goes down on a lady,
Okay.
he makes sure to stick his tongue in her asshole.
Who said this?
A coworker.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't you think
It depends what you're trying to do.
anytime? Don't you think there should be preparation
No.
to asshole licking?
It depends what you're trying to do that night. For sure.
No.
No, if you're trying to go
If
for
she
anal
took
sex
a
that
shit
night, then you
fucking-
Yeah,
An
if she took
hour-
a shit that day, I'm not licking her ass.
Yeah,
Or an
definitely.
hour
Definitely,
earlier.
it's a conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah.
That's why I'm having it.
Yeah. No, there has
Okay,
to be
no, I
prep.
mean, it's
there has to
conversation
be
between-
prep.
Before I lick that shit.
See?
No.
If that, yeah.
That's like
I
you
guess-
have to know that she took a shower before you picked her up that
Right.
night.
I
Right.
think
It
that's
might be
more
like
than
a
a shower,
girlfriend.
though. That's not just rubbing it over with a little dove.
Well, if you're getting inside the asshole, maybe. But if you're just like, you know, a little peck on the
You know.
little peck on the lips.
You know, fuck
Lick
it.
tongue in the butt.
No, honestly, it's really not that. It's just do it. If it makes her happy, do it.
Well,
That's not what I
Does it
guess
make
that
her
is what I'm
happy?
saying.
a lot of times, yes.
because I've
lot of
encountered
times.
that people don't
Or
like it more
I
than
just
not.
know a lot
All
of girls that
right,
are.
you guys missed the
making
original
that shit up.
question.
Okay.
Every single time.
No, every single time, hell no.
No.
Yes. That's what I said. I said every single time.
Yeah.
No,
You gotta
hell
be
no.
fucking.
You gotta be
like,
comfortable with the person for sure.
Not comfortable with the
Nah,
person. Comfortable with
There's
fucking
dudes
nasty.
that like butthole though.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Because
but
But I
There's
can
a lot
see
of
it
stuff that
happening,
happens in the
like, one-night stands,
daytime.
though, too,
yeah, there's
drunk.
dogs that like to lick butthole though. So there's
Yeah,
humans
but-
that like to lick butthole too.
well, I'll tell you what.
Shit.
Guys, they're strapless panties. I just learned this. Look at this shit. It looks like a fucking maxi pad that goes up your crack your
all
ass in
right.
the front of it.
You are not in the moment at all.
it's like a
All right.
U-shaped.
No,
it's
yeah,
like
what
a
you're
U-shaped
saying-
thing,
no.
huh?
Can you show this right now?
Definitely.
Can you show this strapless
There's
panty
several
right now?
cases.
I've seen
but I
the-
need you to hold that up. I can't reach that far.
I'm not
Go-
doing
yeah,
it.
let's-
I'm not
let's-
doing it.
Strapless
I'm not doing it.
Panties, you guys.
Yes,
what
I've
the
seen
fuck
'em.
Is that?
That's
Velcro.
you fucking
No,
derailing the podcast.
It's a T-string.
sorry.
Yeah,
It's
we
a
were in a
T-string.
mid-conversation.
You're right, Mark. You are
of
correct. He knows about
licking
the T-strings.
assholes.
I was
I
asking.
know. Well, I saw
You-
this, and you guys were talking about licking assholes.
Yeah,
and I thought,
and guess what?
oh.
You haven't chimed in at all. You went like this at
got-
the beginning.
'Cause
You gotta
know
get a girl with
what?
a bleached asshole. That's,
Yes, you're
that's
around
whenever
this
that
shit.
happens.
Oh, Jesus.
And if you never had that, then fuck you. Don't have anal sex.
Bleached assholes. I've come across that one too many times in my.
I used to have a girlfriend that would do it. Once every
Bleach
other
it or
week.
what?
Yeah, she'd go and do bleach treatment every other
gotta
Yeah, I
pee-pee.
can't imagine that.
I
feels
am
comfortable on
an
your asshole,
expert on
but
bleaching buttholes. Actually,
you know
It's
what?
weird.
Licking asshole. I'm good. I think that
Yeah,
that's
I'm not a
something
fan of
that
licking it,
just
for sure, but-
is gross.
week. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do if it's gonna make her happy.
But anal bleach is actually pretty safe
It's pretty common.
if you
too.
use the real one that you're supposed to use. You
That's
know what I mean?
common.
Like the one, like the people that first really made it, because they actually did a lot of scientific research, and basically it actually bleaches the cells that are coming up from under the skin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you do to your face when you have pigmentation on your face.
All right, Dan.
I
Yeah.
did.
You gotta go within the surface. You gotta go
now-
within the skin, the melanocytes. You gotta get those melanocytes to stop producing.
Damn
melanin.
it.
God
that's
damn
great.
it! Yeah, and
That's
so
great.
when you splice those little
But
melanocytes and they quit producing
As-
melanin, then there you have a cell that no longer produces.
that's great
color.
and all, but an asshole, like the brown around an asshole, is like natural. It's
Yeah.
not. It's
Yeah.
not, and it's not staining
I'm
from
with
doo doo. It's not doo doo stains.
No.
It
I'm with
isn't.
you.
You know, though, you
That's
can
just
have
nature,
some
man.
But if you're
hyper
going
or
there,
some
bleach is
inflammatory
nice. Just
pigmentation
saying.
from wiping too hard, but
It ain't from doo doo stains, but it is. I guess it is nice to see a nice like
Yeah.
pink butthole.
It's nice to see that.
pink butthole.
It
I
just
guess.
looks like the pussy.
Yeah, but
then.
you
On
know
the
what? You
screen.
know how
It's just
hard
like a
that is
super
to
tight
achieve.
pussy then. You're
I
like,
guess
You
if
know how
you're
hard
like
that
a
is to
porn
achieve,
star.
especially somebody of color.
But-
That's why I was trying to get you in on. You're like, look at my phone over here.
Shut up.
You're
I
the
knew a
asshole
girl that was like the only way
experience.
she would get off. Believe it or not.
Was
I'm
bleaching
tired
her
of talking.
asshole?
No, anal sex.
Oh, ooh.
This is how she got off, but which also made me question like what happened to you when you were younger. But whatever.
You know, though, I think it depends on where
She had
everybody's
good
point of
dookies.
stimulation
But
is. Though.
you know, I was not unwilling to do that for her. So, but she
Yeah?
would get that shit bleached like every other week.
Hmm.
And
What did it look like? Fucking white?
no, it looks like the pussy. It's just pink then.
Interesting.
It's nice.
Interesting.
But I think in the long
I
term,
think
it also
the asshole's
affected me.
the center of
'cause
too much
Now I
these
like to have
days.
anal sex with all the girls.
Oh, jeez.
I think all these youngsters that are jamming shit in their ass are gonna be sorry in a little while.
yeah.
I know
When
we're
it
gonna have a
comes to the
generation
age,
of elderly who can't hold their
Don't
shit
marry
in.
anybody you fuck
And they
in
won't
the
even be
ass.
elderly. They'll be in like their 40s or 50s,
Just
and they
fucking
can't
wearing
fucking hold their
diapers.
shit in.
Yeah.
That's why they made those little butterfly things for your butt. Have you seen those? It's like a maxi pad that
Yeah.
sticks to your butthole so that
That's
you don't have
unfortunate.
anal leakage.
But
know
you
what?
get that anyways as you get older, man. That's
But
just,
yeah, I
you
know,
just
but it's gonna come
happen.
quicker the more you
Whoa.
stuff
Oh,
shit up your
yeah,
ass.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what happened?
What?
Oh yeah, this is out
Papa's
to all
pee-pee
my
was too big?
motherfuckers. You know your pop's got a
Yeah.
big pecker. Papa's pee-pee, motherfucker.
Pop's pee-pee.
Let's start this shit out motherfucking hot. My Pep's pee-pee be taking up the whole block.
Pee-pee.
Close to the sun, that shit ain't burning. It's got its own orbit, so don't be
Pop's
squirming.
pee-pee.
$2 a ride, that dick lives outside. It would take 2 hangers to house his underside.
Pop's pee-pee.
This peck could be second to none. Don't stare. You know that shit's close to the sun.
Pop's
motherfucker.
pee-pee.
Papa's PB ain't got no anus linkage.
Anal leakage.
Angus
Anus linkage.
linkage.
Anus
Angus-
linkage.
Anal seepage.
Angus Linkage. I like it.
Hey.
That's a good band name too. Angus Linkage.
Hey, I like it.
Free band name for you.
Yeah, you give me $10.
$10.
for
Anus
$10 for
Angus Linkage.
free. No, I think we did good,
Angus
right?
linkage.
Yeah, we're done. Fuck you guys.
Tell her, plug your show, Kayleen.
Plug my show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone be quiet and shut up.
It's Sugar Beat.
How do you spell sugar beet?
SUGGAHBEET
Oh,
Cosmetics.
on YouTube.
Dote, yeah, and makeup tutorials on YouTube.
And it's up there. She's a liar.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? I'm a little shy. I wish I had half the balls that some of these girls I see on these live
Nope.
Facebook Live videos had. Cause fuck,
Don't do it live.
If I went
Record
out
it
in public looking like
We
that,
do.
I'd probably.
until you're ready, and then do
And then I
live.
load it up, and she tells me I don't.
It's like when you walk into Ulta and the girl standing at the makeup counter wants to do your makeup, and you're like, no. And you run the opposite direction.
Yeah, I
because
hate
she
when that
went a little
happens.
crazy with the highlighter. she looks like the
uh,
bride of Frankenstein. She got a little too
Kim
dark
Jong-un.
with her
Brothers
Rocket
Bear.
Man.
contour.
Nuke, please.
Brothersbear.com, right?
Please.
Nuke.
We got a .com.
Public service
Please,
announcement. Do
Brothersbear.com.
If they hit LA, they'll still
Public
get us.
service announcement.
It'll be
Let's
great.
see.
Do not walk out of
LA
your
would be
house
the
with too much
furthest, wouldn't
contour
it?
and highlight.